Friends, one of the greatest miracles in history is the endless long history of Hinduism. Mother of all religions and philosophy, from times of the Vedic period till today. Though we may carp at it at this moment, because of our total ignorance, even today we are Hindus. Think of the history of other religions. They are the yesterday's weeds and has already started perishing. How did it survive? We have no organization like churches or mosques, and it survived. In and through the ups and downs of historical periods, Hinduism remained. It's not that there were no enemies of it. Outside, enemies from outside, as well as enemies from inside, as we have got today, trying to destroy this great culture. But even while destroying the culture again bubbles through you. And you say that, I don't believe in Hinduism. Namaste. Your namaste doesn't come from anything else. Why? How did it manage? It is because of the elasticity of Hinduism. A tree grows from its cambium. The tree grows from inside. And it grows from a plant to a big, healthy tree. As the cambium grows from within, just as a garbhini, when the child grows, she extends herself. However much she may try to cover it, it is there. In the same way, when the tree grows, the outer bark yields, but the bark never leaves. Bark holds the tree together. The cambium grows from within, and the bark holds it together. Our dharma or Hinduism had this capacity to grow in order to embrace the society when the society grows out of proportion. It's not that the Vedic society is today with us. We have gone through all the historical changes in the world, and yet, in and through them all, whether it is war or peace, whether there is famine or there is prosperity, Hinduism held us together. This capacity is very rarely found in other religions. They become fanatical. They don't grow. They crush the society, refuse the society to grow. It is then that revolt comes from within and the religion perishes. How many religions came and left? The Greek, the Roman, the Macedonian, those cultures and religions that came, really served the society. One of the brilliant ages of culture and art and literature it produced, but at a certain period of history, it collapsed. Why? It cannot hold the public, the people, with their new aspirations, new imaginations, new demands, new experiments with life. It's not that the Hindus as a community had never such inspiration or expectation. We grew, but this dharma was able to expand and embrace. One of the most salient feature of it, there are plenty, that please understand, in the Vedic period, there was no bhakti as a movement, as a technique. Why? Because at that time, the people were highly intellectual, very minimum desires in their mind, and therefore extrovertedness is minimum. Therefore they were all born contemplative people. Simple living in this beautiful country where they what do you call that? Greedy people has not killed and destroyed all the trees, and where nature was verdant, in the midst of all that plenty, when man was living with minimum desires in them, they became very contemplative. And the entire Vedic literature, the emphasis is on intellectual contemplation. By the time of the Mahabharata war, much earlier also, man has become again more and more egocentric, desire-ridden, and wants to fulfill his desires irrespective of the other members of the community. They become restless in their mind, and to such an individual, to tell them to sit down and contemplate will be an impossible path. Vyasa, the great master, felt this need of the society changing. I'm not going to all the details. And therefore, he evolved a new technique, not the technique of contemplation, intellectual, but the technique of devotion of the heart. In order to contemplate upon a form representing the higher reality, whether it is Krishna or Rama, the Puranic tradition started, and we cannot maintain our mind in one form unless it is clearly and vividly come into our imagination. Therefore, this exquisite explanation or description of Krishna or Rama, a story around them, how they themselves, the Lord themselves, met the worldly problems of you and I, and how they looked after it or met those problems. All these have been vividly brought out, which the average man, even with mental agitation like you all, can come and sit down and listen and turn your mind to the higher. The upasana methods of the the Vedic period was too difficult for an average man of today to conceive that idea and to turn his attention towards. But the beauty of beauty, roaming about in the banks of Jamuna, singing his song on his flute, the gopi is getting ecstatic about the music and comes and dances around him. These are pictures that can be easily conceived by us. It is at our level. Elementary physics, the elementary schools and the colleges will understand. But the elementary students, if you address them on the higher physics, they will not understand. But once they have understood the lower, slowly they can grow up to one day conceive in MSc classroom the higher physics. Same technique. That through bhakti, the mind becomes quiet, its wanderings become less, and a steady mind is the instrument for the higher and consistent contemplation upon the spring of life in our own bosom. Bhagavata listening is the only path at this moment available to you and I. We may read Upanishads, we may intellectually understand it, but a mere understanding is not the fulfillment of the Upanishads. We have to become. We have to translate it into our own life. We might start translating it ways. I find the incapacity in me because my mind is wandering always outward, extrovert. It is fascinated by the immediate pleasures of sense gratification. It is in all our hearts. There is no question of keeping it as a secret. Every one of us is lusty, greedy, selfish, egocentric. Now in such a condition when I am, how am I to turn myself to the higher reality in contemplation? So to drag the mind from the wanderings and persuade the mind to understand that there is a greater joy, a higher happiness in contemplating upon the Lord. Thus the mind turns slowly, for which all possible psychological tricks, which even our psychiatrist doesn't know, Vyasa has brought it, tempting you. You go to Govinda, Tirupati. Why? Money you will get. That is what you want. So when you want that, see, a sincere teacher must give you, yes, you can get that. Where? Go to Tirupati. You go 4 or 5 times, and then you say, Swamiji, my business is not growing. You went to Tirupati? Yes, I went. How? In my car. Ha! That is why you must walk up. You see? 4 or 5 times you panting, you go up, your health improves. Still the business is not going. Swamiji, I don't think it. Did you walk? Yes, I walked. While walking, what were you doing? I was breathing. You must every step say, Govinda, 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 Govinda. Now what happens? You move, your gut faith increases, and you are repeating the Lord's name, and then you go there and do it. By that time, business will improve. Because the business cannot be down and out all the time. What are you talking? See, business is down and out because you are not smart enough. By these mistakes, you become smart. When your business become all right, your faith in Govinda increases. Tirupati Venkatachalapati and his grace, so that you start going every month. My birthday date, the star day, I will go there. And going and only on foot. His general health improves, his faith increases, his business flourishes. Now what I wanted to say was, if you had told him that way, that to improve your faith must increase, they will say, then how can I get faith? It's not available in the local market. Like toothpaste, faith. You can't get it. You have to do. He tells you a technique. In this way, throughout the Puranas, you find hundreds and hundreds of little techniques which are fit for all of us at all levels. Such a great scientific textbook, these Puranas, and that is why our forefathers constantly kept on reading. No doubt their mind was somewhere, they had no such ideal, and therefore they read. The true, they read, but they never thought of what I am reading. They thought that reading is the Lord will hear it, not he will hear. He will not hear. Lord will hear it and he will make a note and I will get moksha. Now here you are all serious students. Swamiji is very good in exposing the inner secrets and the beauties of Bhagavatam. Listen carefully. All those who are serious, take leave. If leave they are not sanctioning, stop going to the office. At the end of it, you will find that the officer says, "Oh, you have come back. Thanks, sit down." It doesn't matter, but listen carefully. Try to translate it as you are listening the stories and the ideas. Translate into your own life. Make a serious study of it as a science textbook. It is. And you shall find the benefit that you will accrue of. More, much more than the Upanishads that you have studied. The Gita you have written. The Viveka Chudamani that you have crammed. Much more. And so very engagingly. There is sensuality there is a raga dvesha there is a cruelty and criminality there, where it is necessary. Krishna is not at all, had no compunction to tell such beautiful lies. And you think, it is good. Why? There is nothing wrong with the lies. But ultimately it brings happiness to the community. You have done well. But lie is a sin. Here is a man who is ready to make a sin in order to serve the society. What is wrong in it? Is not the soldier ready to die in order to the security of the society? There is nothing wrong. Thus you find at all stages, all types of your doubts and questions, it will be all solved there. Not as question and answer, but a beautiful picture, a living, pulsating picture of a dynamic man of perfection living amidst the contours of the sorrowful world in which you and I are living. And you start wondering that if he can live that way and face his own challenges, my challenges are nothing compared to it, I will also be able to. Thus draw inspiration from it and come to live proud of your own culture as a true Hindu. Thank you very much.